Dude, the guy has no loyalty. And he's constantly chasing that championship that'll never happen.
I feel like he can be a really good comedians than
Sure.
drivers.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, man. What's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of F1 Talk, and it seems that our more controversial topics seem to be doing better. So,
Hey, you guys like us to, I don't want to say that word, but you guys like us to talk
smack.
stupid things, bad things on somebody else. And here comes another one.
I mean, I'm just.
Yeah.
This is an episode that I proposed to Joe because I've brought up the subject a few times before, and I hate to say it, but I'm not the biggest fan of Daniel Ricciardo, man. What about you, Joe?
I'm okay. I'm not the biggest fan as well, but I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Like you do.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Like, in the realm of drivers, I definitely hate Crash Tiffy much more than I hate Daniel Ricciardo. But I don't know, man. Like, I get this feeling that behind the smiles, behind the jokes, behind the shooies, Daniel Ricciardo can be a little bit of a snake sometimes. And he hides it behind all of the smiles.
Yeah.
And
I know what you mean, because like for me, when I like, of course his personality is really funny, outgoing, and like, but then I try to think, yeah, he's good, otherwise he wouldn't be in F1.
Yeah.
But again, like, his performance is just not up there compared to compared to the top teams, and he constantly call himself, I want to win championship, I'm good at it, but just it's not like the level is not on the same.
No. I'll tell you what really made me feel like he was a bit of a snaky personality, and that's when he left Red Bull for Renault, right? This is before Drive to Survive and any of that stuff like came out for me. But it was like, dude, you know that Red Bull Racing has been getting screwed by their relationship with Renault. They had a crap season due to their power units specifically, contributing a lot of problems to their performance. And you jump ship to go to the team that was basically a large source of their problems. And
Yeah.
like, come on.
I know what you mean, because I actually have, well, not my experience, but in NBA there's this same situation like that, where Ray Allen moved to Miami Heat. And Ray Allen was playing in Boston, and then they lose to Miami Heat on the championship, and then the next year he went and moved on to Miami Heat.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Daniel Ricciardo is doing.
Dude, I hate to say it, but he's chasing a championship that he's never going to get. Like, he just isn't.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at this, aside from being fanboys, let's look at this very, like, clearly and objectively, okay? You have ahead of him Lewis Hamilton from the old guard, right? Like, the old guard, or the older guard, I would say is Alonso, Vettel, Hamilton, right? Like, for sure, he's not going to beat Hamilton. Like, he just hasn't demonstrated any ability to bring the fight to Hamilton at all, right? And then you have the new guard, which is Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, right? And like
He's he's in an awkward position. I gotta say, it's like he's not like crazy good, but he's also not as good as the new guys.
Exactly.
That comes into Formula One, and he comes. I mean, I don't hate him as his personality, and like I don't have any negativity on him, but just on paper, seeing him perform, it's just very frustrating because he constantly saying he's good, he can win.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go for the championship. It's like, bro, your championship chances are zero, my dude. Like they just are. You know, he's literally caught in between guys who are like more established than him, who will destroy him. You know, and the new guard who are also going to destroy him. You know, and to further my point about him having a bit of a snaky demeanor is he signed on with Renault, and dude, you can go and watch it in Drive to Survive. He talks about their bright future and working with them, and the first chance he got, he jumped ship and went over to McLaren. You know?
Yeah.
Like, dude, the guy has no loyalty. And he's constantly chasing that championship that'll never happen. And like, let's be honest, any driver that comes to a new team, he needs to sit there for at least a couple of years in order to like gel with the team, gel with how to set up their cars, and get everything going in the right direction. And that's part of why he's not getting any traction anywhere. In the meantime, the younger guys are coming up, and they are putting the hurt on the sport, man. Like, dude, even his teammate, he's practically a number 2 to Norris. Let's be real.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he should have stayed with Red Bull. He would have been even in a much more competitive car. But, dude, I don't care what anybody says. I think he ran away from Verstappen. You know, to be honest. He couldn't... He couldn't justify the move, you know?
For me, I feel like it's been threaded, not by Verstappen, but by the Red Bull. I mean, not threaded, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he wants to win championship, but the team doesn't allow him to compete with Verstappen. That's what it feels like.
That may be the case, but I mean, you know... For one episode here, I'm not going to bash on Red Bull. I'm really not. I think he would have had an infinitely better opportunity to get even remotely close to getting a championship with Red Bull than any team that he's been with since then.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Because he performs much, much better in Red Bull.
Oh,
I gotta say.
So much better.
He performed, like, I would say, he performs... as the top level drivers in Red Bull, other than like Renault or McLaren.
Yeah,
like
100%.
He actually performed really good in Red Bull. Like he actually win races, like several races.
Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, and I'll tell you what my problem is with him. Honestly, the guys that always smile at you but are devious and over calculating under the surface, those are the guys that I don't trust, because you don't know if they're going to sit and stab you in the back while smiling at you. And I feel, honestly, that's what he did on some level to Red Bull. It's definitely what he did to Renault, and he's suffering the consequences for it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
because he's in Renault for only 1 year, and then he moved on to McLaren.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's weird. A driver like that.
Exactly.
Not even like, it's weird for NBA players like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't trust a guy like that. You can't trust him to be on your team and be fighting for you like that. And it's that exact attitude that I think has doomed his championship like opportunities. No question. I mean, yeah, okay, I'll admit, Red Bull probably went internally whole hog on Verstappen. They saw he was their next great hope for getting a championship, right? Because Daniel just wasn't performing at the level of consistency and speed and aggressiveness that Verstappen was bringing. And
Verstappen is young.
Exactly.
Young,
he's young
and quick and fast. And that's...
Thank you. Right? He's all of those things. So for me, I hate to say it, but he's kind of a coward, kind of a snake, kind of, a guy that hides with a smile, his real character. And let us know down in the comments what you think of this perspective. It's a bit of a controversial one. I'm not gonna lie about it. I mean, he is the fun guy. He is the guy that
he's a lot of people's favorite drivers, I gotta say. But
yeah.
For me and for Sharif, we don't have any feelings on him whatsoever. I mean, I don't hate him, but I don't hate him. I don't like him. Well, I would say I don't like him. I don't hate him. I don't... Just be normal. Just normal person for me. Yeah. It's not like crazy up there or crazy down there. Just like average person, average human being that is happen to be in the Formula One and happen to be not competing well.
yeah, dude. I don't know, man. It's just I never would have really thought about this or got into it if it wasn't for Drive to Survive. Seeing him always kind of, being the only one giving interviews, the only one kind of really getting his face out there and promoting himself, on some level.
I feel like he can be a really good comedians.
Sure.
Drivers.
yeah. And that's the thing, man. Everybody on the grid has nothing but nice things to say about him. But I look at his track record of decisions. I look at how he's treated the teams that have invested their time, their money, their resources into him. And I'm telling you, I bet you amongst the team principals, they have a different view of him than the rest of the drivers and the rest of the fans. Yep. So let us know what you think down in the comments. We're going to cut it off right there. We don't want this to go too long. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that usual BS.
All that YouTube stuff. you know the drill. Just help us.
Yeah, please help us. We're trying to grow this channel, man. And thank you for me, Sharif, and my buddy
Joe.
And you guys have a great one. We're looking forward to the race this weekend. Should be an exciting one to see if some upgrades have been done.
Hey, fingers crossed.